Okay, I think everyone is here. Okay, let's quickly debrief what you've come up with. Who wants to go first? Okay, Andizon, please go ahead.
Biz jamoa bilan kelishgan holda Brigitta xonim birgalikda biz o'tgan onlayn trenerlarga mo'ljallangan treningda quyidagi usullar qo'llanildi yoki metodlar qo'llanildi deb hisoblaymiz. Birinchidan, bitta kaskad usuli qo'llandi. Chunki masalan har bitta 3 ta viloyat to'liq qamrab olindi. Misol uchun bitta onlayn bitta nuqtadan turib 3 ta nuqtaga yetkazib berildi va u o'z navbatida qishloqlarda qo'llanildi. Olingan bilim va usullar. Ikkinchidan, treningda aqliy hujum usuli qo'llanildi. Chunki masalan albatta savol-javob, har bitta odam inson har bir kishining aktiv ishtiroki ta'minlandi. Har bir kishining fikri olindi. Va shu tufayli aqliy hujum usulidan samarali qo'llanildi. Uchinchidan, biz guruhda ishladik. Misol uchun har bitta savol berilganda bizga ma'lum bir vaqt berildi va biz bular berilgan savollarni guruhlarda ishlab o'zimizning natijamizni keyin prezentatsiya qildik. Bundan tashqari har bitta ishtirokchini umumiy e'tibor berildi. Misol uchun o'zi onlayn tizim ta'limda ko'pincha 100% qamrab olib bo'lmaydi. Chunki u yerdagi ikkinchi tarafdagi qabul qiluvchi tarafni ishtirokini to'liq ta'minlab bo'lmaydi, lekin bu yerda bu tomondan masalan bizga GRP yordam berdi. Loyihani muvofiqlashtiruvchi bo'limi bizga bevosita hammani borligini intizomni ta'minlab berdi. Shu tufayli bu tomonlama masalan onlayn ta'lim tizimining kamchiliklari yopildi. Juda yaxshi ta'lim yo'lga qo'yildi. Bundan tashqari yana biz sezdikki, masalan bizda klaster usuli yo'lga qo'yilgan ekan. Misol uchun har bitta tajribani bevosita to'liq qamrab oldik. Har bitta bitta masalani olib borilganda qishloqda borib to'liq har bitta har xil bo'lgan usullarni u yoqda borib bitta nimada qo'llab keldik. Undan tashqari masalan biz albatta masalan biz yana bitta narsani aytish kerak. Bizda case alohida har bitta holat bizga bir case bo'ldi. Misol uchun onlayn ta'limda ko'pincha caselarni qo'llash iloji yo'q. Bizga mana shu metodlar case usulida ham biz buni qo'lladik auditoriyada va case natijasini qishloqlarda borib o'rganib caselarni qo'llab kelgan natijamizni onlayn tarzda biz buni taqdim qildik. Bu ham albatta o'zini samarasini berdi va albatta har bitta ishtirokchini to'liq ishtirokini yo ma'lum bir ma'noda qaysidir rolda ishtirokini ta'minlab berdi. Har bitta faoliyatda masalan bundan tashqari yana biz bu faoliyatda Venn diagrammasidan foydalandik. Misol uchun ma'lumotlarni taqdim qilishda. Bu albatta bu interfaol usullaridan yoki bir yangi zamonaviy ta'lim tizimini bir usullaridan bittalari, lekin masalan bu yerda har bitta guruhning o'zini aktivligiga bog'liq bo'ldi. Ma'lumotlarni tahlil qilishda o'zaro har bir kishi o'zaro yordam berdi, ishtiroki ta'minlandi. Biror bir kishi misol uchun tashqarida qolib ketgani yo'q. Shu nuqtai nazardan yaxshi taqdimot, yaxshi natijaga erishdik deb o'ylayman. Eng muhim tarafi har bitta ishtirokda masalan olingan nazariy yoki ko'nikmalarni borib qishloqda bevosita qo'llab ko'rdik va uni kamchiligi, misol uchun yo bo'lmasam o'sha qaysidir qishloqning o'ziga xos xususiyati yoki masalan auditoriyada yosh bolalar emas edi, kattalar auditoriyasida shu usullarni qo'llash imkoniyatini biz amalda sinab ko'rdik. Masalan, men o'ylaymanki, masalan bu yerda o'tirgan har bitta trener, hozirgi trening ishtirokchisi bevosita bir ma'lum ma'noda trenerga aylandi. Masalan, o'zidan keyingi keladigan keyingi fasilitatorlarga o'zini yordamini bilganicha o'rgata oladi. Talabchanlik bo'ldi, albatta biz talabchanlikni mana qo'llab, masalan har bir ishtirokini ta'minlab bera oldik deb o'ylayman. Mana shu usullarni biz o'zimiz ko'ra oldik.
Thank you so much. Yep. Okay, thank you very much. Very nice. I think you covered all the points. The most important is we did learning by doing. We did learning by doing. And that's going to be the same approach you'll take to teach your peers, right? I think you're right about the brainstorming is an important part of it. I think the other is, allowing you to make mistakes, meaning I might have said, oh, you didn't follow this, you didn't do that, blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, the most you learn is actually by making mistakes, right? So this is something you'll have to remember when you teach other QFs and QEs, right? That they are going to make mistakes. And you're going to have to let them make mistakes and then analyze the mistakes and learn from them. Another thing we did is we used the camera, the pictures and the footage. I think that part you missed, which is really important, right? The footage allows you to kind of see what you look like in the village. What is your body language? What is your attitude? How do people look? Like, remember yesterday I told you there was this one picture. I said, wow, look at all the people are completely glued. They were very interested. Everyone was focused and looking. So you can kind of see, are the participants bored and they're talking to each other and not listening to you? Or are they really listening to you, right? So that's the nice part about the film. You can see your own body language, your own attitude, and you can see how people respond to you. Is there anything? So thank you so much, Andijan. That was really great. Fergana and Namangan, would you, I don't want to hear all your presentation, just are there any points that these guys missed that you would like to add? Because they said a lot of things. Is there anything you want to add? Go ahead.
Assalomu alaykum. Namangan komandasidan jamoasidan. Avvalambor barcha uchta komanda ham xuddi shunday xulosada bo'lsa kerak. Sizga loyihani ishlab chiqqaningizni o'sha Afg'onistonda bo'lgan fotolavhalarni ko'rdimda, bir o'sha yerda bo'lgan odam sifatida qanday qilib o'sha loyihani o'sha yerda ishlaganingizga men umuman qoyil qoldim. Umuman hamma komanda ham. Keyingisi endi hozirgi aytgan gapingiz bo'yicha demak bizda shunday maqsadga bosqichma-bosqich yetib borishni, har bir uchrashuv davomida ko'nikma hosil qilishni, o'z fikrlarini bir-birlariga aytish, eshitish, hurmat qilishlarini, gender tengligiga amal qilishni, har bir tashrif ham nazariy, ham amaliy bo'lgan holda olib borishni, tashrifni asl maqsadini aholini o'zlaridan, ya'ni MTG a'zolarini o'zidan, o'sha yerdagi fuqarolarni o'zidan topib olish va ehtiyotkorlik bilan maqsad sari yo'naltirish. Ularni, ya'ni o'sha MF fuqarolarini, MTG ham buni xuddi ichida, xuddi o'z mahallang, o'z ko'changning a'zosidek muomalada bo'lishni, ya'ni o'shalar bilan tillasha olishni, qaror qabul qilishda bir kishini fikriga tayanib qolmaslikni, jamoaga fikrlar bildirishga imkon yaratishni, ideal yig'ilishlar qanday o'tkazilishi kerakligini, taraqqiyot rejasini ishlab chiqishda ularni mahalla a'zolarining, ya'ni birlashishini, aniq fikrlarga yo'naltirish va bir to'xtamga kelishlarda ularga usullarni o'rgatish. Uchrashuvlardan oldin rejalar ishlab chiqarishni, ya'ni avvalo puxta asoslangan rejalarga tayanish kerakligini. Fasilitator kim bo'ladi, ya'ni kuzatuvchilar kim bo'ladi? Bular albatta keyingi unaqada va eng asosiysi yana demak xatolardan xulosalar chiqarishni va ularni albatta to'g'rilashni, to'g'ri talqin qilishni. Bizi jamoamizda shunday fikrlar, to'xtamlarga keldik. Rahmat sizga.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Namangan, this is really great. I really like some of the things you said, especially this idea that we were, you are learning from, actually you're working with MDU, learning from them. And that's really important, that you use not only this approach with your peers, but you're actually using the same learning approach with the MDU, right? You're asking them to do the work, to think, to connect theory with practice, all those things you're also doing with the MDU members, right? And this equality that you're mentioning, that, these people are village people, but they are our people, right? And they're equal to you in every way. They're equal to us, they're not worse, they're not better. They're people just like us. And we're trying to help them kind of make sense of their village. And by doing that, we also learn about the village, right? And I think that that's really the power of this approach. So I hope you remember this when we're working with the other QFs. So really nice points you made. I'm happy that you like the Afghan photos. Afghanistan has done incredibly well in this approach. And so that's why I know these are your brothers and sisters across the border. They're not culturally, not so different from you, right? So there's a lot you have in common. So I know that this kind of pictures or seeing that kind of drives things home to you, that if Afghans can do this with all the war and conflict, certainly Uzbeks can do it, right? I'm going to give a chance to Fergana. Fergana, let me know what you're thinking. Hang on a second. I'm just realizing that. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I see you have all your stuff there. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Assalomu alaykum, Brigita xonim, men qishloq injeneri Abdumalikman. Biz ushbu trening jarayonlarida birinchi navbatda bir jamoa bo'lib ishlashlikni o'rgandik. Aholi bilan samimiy va do'stona munosabatda bo'lib ishlashni o'rgandik. Lekin o'sha insonlarni insonlarni o'sha aholini diqqatini jalb qila olish guruhni diqqatini jalb qila olish nimalarni o'rgandik. Lekin fasilitator, o'sha yo'naltiruvchi, tinglovchi, tahlil va xulosa qiluvchi shularni o'rgandik. O'sha berilgan ma'lumotni o'z so'zimiz bilan takrorlab va nazariya va amaliyotni ketma-ketligini, o'sha parallel tarzda olib borishlikni, aqliy hujumni, masalan, mana bitta gender tengligi tamoyilini amalga oshirilishini bevosita ko'rdik va amalda ko'rdik. Teranlik, bag'rikenglik va vaziyatga o'sha moslashuvchanlik xususiyatlarini o'rgandik. Nizoli vaziyatlarni oldini olish va joyida bartaraf eta olish xususiyatlarini to'laqonli o'rgandik va o'sha bevosita o'sha jarayonni boshimizdan o'tkazdik. Ko'rgazmali qurollar bilan, masalan, o'sha materiallar bilan ishlashni, tayyorlashni va ular bilan ishlashni va ularni aholiga tushuntirib berishni o'rgandik bevosita. O'sha siz tarafdan berilgan o'sha ilovalarga to'liq rioya qilish, o'sha qoidalarga to'la darajada o'sha rioya qilishni ham o'rgandik.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. You know, this is really great. I mean, you guys have really captured it. I need to give you a few minutes break because I think in one of the teams, there's some introductions that have to happen. I'm going to come back in 5 minutes. So let me give 5 minutes break because there are some people who have come to Andijan. So I think Andijan, I just want to give a break to Andijan right now for 5 minutes and then we'll come back. Fergana made really nice points. Thank you. Thank you so much for this presentation and we'll be back in 5 minutes, okay? Okay. Let's come back together. I think Andijan is finished with whatever they were doing. So I think you guys really got it. So eventually, we are going to work together, you and I, after this workshop. I will be probably meeting with you once a week. We will have workshops once a week when this training is over and when you're taking over your own training. So once a week we will work together. And the first thing we're going to do together when we meet next time is actually make your training strategy, how you're going to show all the other QFs and the engineers how this work will be done. So we'll work on that. Keep that in the back of your mind. Keep thinking that you're going to become trainers now that you have learned all this, and how we're going to do that together, along with the other trainers that are there already, and along with the international trainers that are working for SEED. So we'll be working together, all of us. Okay. Now, before your tea break, I want to take a few minutes to walk you through first what we're going to do today. We're going to learn what you're going to do this afternoon. I think you read, can I see a show of hands who has read the materials that were given to you? I think you had 2 annexes to read. Did you read them? Yes, okay, good. Fagana read them. Can I see Andijan? Did Andijan read? Okay, Namangan read. Andijan? Can you raise your hand if you read everything? Okay, why am I only seeing 2 hands in Andijan? 2 hands. Okay, I see Namangan, thank you. Andijan, I'd like to know why I only have 2 hands. Hello.
Brigitta xonim uzun so'ragan holda shuni aytmoqchiman. Endi to'g'risi biz o'qishga ulgurmadik, chunki sabab kecha ba'ziga ishtirokchilar biz tumanga chiqib ketgandik. O'sha biz anaqa o'tkazgan. Shuning uchun u yerga borganda biz o'sha tumanni rahbariyati bilan uchrashuv belgilagandik va u uchrashuv anchagina katta tadbirga aylanib ketdi.
Okay.
Ya'ni
Okay. Okay. That reminds me, maybe I will not start the presentation now. Thank you so much. And that's a great explanation. Thank you for explaining that. Maybe in the tea break, instead of chatting, I'm sorry, the people who didn't read can use the tea break to look at the materials. But can I hear from you guys if you have confirmed that no other infrastructure is planned for these villages? And or just tell me, is anybody's QDP changing because of what you found out about the planned infrastructure? I'm going to give Andijan the first opportunity to speak. Andijan, go ahead.
Qishloq taraqqiyot rejasida o'zgarishlar bo'ladi, chunki kecha biz borganimizda Marhamat tumaniga Marhamat tuman hokimining qurilish bo'yicha o'rinbosari, yoshlar masalalari bo'yicha o'rinbosari, ya'ni ijtimoiy soha bo'yicha o'rinbosari, qolaversa mahalla bo'yicha o'rinbosarlari bilan biz ko'rishdik va o'sha tuman hokimidan tashkilot rahbarlarini bizga to'plab berishini iltimos qilganimizda o'sha bizni liniya bo'yicha, ya'ni bizni qiziqtirgan barcha tashkilot rahbarlari to'planishdi va shunda ko'plab muhokamalar bo'ldi. Ya'ni aholi ushbu uchrashuvlar davomida o'zini qiynagan, aytgan ba'zi muammolar bu bevosita dasturning o'zida ham bor ekan. Ya'ni bu davlat tomonidan, mahalliy hokimiyat tomonidan misol bajarilishi rejalashtirilgan ekan. Shuning uchun bizda ba'ziga o'zgarishlar bo'lishi mumkin, lekin bu umumiy maqsadga ta'sir qilmaydi deb o'ylayman. Chunki asosiy aholini qiynaydigan narsa baribir misol irrigatsiya suvi bilan bog'liq narsa asosiy plankada qoldi. Lekin baribir menimcha bu keyinchalik uchrashuvlarimizda aynan mana shu narsaga e'tibor berishimiz kerak ekan, chunki paftor bo'lib qolishi mumkin ekan. Ba'ziga qishloq misol obod qishloq dasturiga kiritilgan bo'lsa, misol bu biz ko'targan muammolarni hukumat o'zi bajarar ekan. Aynan shu bizga tajriba maydoni bo'ldi. Albatta mahalliy hokimiyat ham buni qo'llab-quvvatladi, ushbu loyihani juda ham xursand bo'lishdi. Hozircha bizda aynan mana shu eng asosiysi biz mahalla taraqqiyot guruhi raisi va uni bitta ayol o'rinbosarini olib bordik. Ular biz bilan teng bu jarayonda ishtirok etishdi. Bizdan ham ortiqroq fikrlarini berib o'tishdi. Ochiqlik, shaffoflikka ishonch hosil qilishdi va ular buni kutmagan ekan. Sizlardan bu darajada misol e'tiborni va shaffoflikni kutmagan edik degan fikrni aytishdi. Bu ham o'z navbatida ushbu treningni yutug'i deb hisoblayman. Bu yangilik bo'ldi.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Andijan. So what I think you are going to do today when you go to your meeting, you'll have the opportunity to work with MDU to shift things in the QDP to Kakimiat out of RIDP, right? You want to make sure that what is not in the national program coming to them can be in RIDP, and whatever is, whatever has been put to RIDP needs to shift over. So you can work on that this afternoon when you go to village. Okay? Great. Thank you so much. Can I ask Namangan, did you go and find out what was already planned from the district and regional Kakimiats for your community? Namangan? Hello, Namangan? Namangan. Yeah.
Assalomu alaykum, Namangan. Injenerman. Kecha borib tuman hokimligiga bordik. Metagen raisi, mahalliy komiteti raisi birgalikda 3 kishi bordik. Hokim o'rinbosari bilan qurilish bo'yicha hokim o'rinbosari bilan ko'rishdikki, mahalla bilan ishlari hokim o'rinbosari bilan ko'rishdik. Ularning xabari bor ekan, bu loyiha bo'yicha xabarimiz bor. Nima yordam kerak bo'lsa yordam qilamiz deyishdi. Ularning dasturlarini borib ko'rib o'rganganimda, biz ko'rik mahallada qiladigan ishi mahallada biri undan 2 kilometr shag'allash nimasi bor ekan, xolos dasturida. Boshqa hech qanaqa ishlar yo'q ekan. 2021-yilga biz mahalla tomonidan qo'yilgan muammolar ularda yo'q ekanda umuman. O'shanga nima qilsa bo'laverar ekanmiz. Mahalla bergan muammolar bo'yicha ishlasa bo'laverar ekan. Ularning qo'yilgan mahalla qo'yilgan asosiy suv, suv masalasi, yoritgichlarni o'rnatish ko'chalarga va internet tarmog'ini, simsiz internet tarmog'i.
Okay. Okay. So basically, what you are saying then is that this is not considerably affecting. Oh, I see. You had some street lighting under RIDP. Yeah. So just make sure you shift things from yeah. Okay. Okay, great. But make sure you make the changes that need to be made today, right? Right? You're making it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And then Fargana, please, what about you? What happened in your meeting? Will you have to change your QDP? How was it? How did it go? Go ahead, please, Fargana.
Assalomu alaykum, hurmatli hamkasblar. Men qishloq injener To'xtasinov Boburman. Biz kecha tuman hokimiyatiga borib uchrashib, dasturga kirgizilgan tasdiqlangan ro'yxatni olib, shunga amin bo'ldikki, Shahartepa MFI qishlog'idagi qisman ma'lum bir ko'chalarda, masalan, Mingtera ko'chasida bitta suv inshootini ta'mirlash va 500 metr suv tarmog'ini tortilishi ro'yxatga tushganini, dasturga tushganini ko'rib oldik va Susanbil ko'chasida 400 metr yer asfaltga berilishi, Shahartepa ko'chasida ham 400 metr yer asfaltga berilishi ni ko'rib dasturga tushganini belgilab ko'rib oldik va bitta transformator qo'yib berilishi, yangilab berilishi va 1,5 kilometr elektr tarmog'ini ulab berilishini ko'rib o'zimiz uchun ma'lumot sifatida olib belgilab oldik.
Okay, great. So you two will have to make adjustments to reflect that in your QDP today. I really suggest in the future that you guys go and find out before you do the QDP, you need to find out in the future what is planned by the district Hakimiyats so that you tell the community this is already planned, so you can put it in the middle column, right? And this is right, so that they already know that you don't create any problem or confusion in the village. So in the future, please go first to the DPC or district Hakimiyat and find out, right? But I think Fergana now knows what they have to change, and they should be working with today when they're going, they should adjust the QDP to reflect these new findings.
Hurmatli Brigitta xonim, bizga bitta masaladan sizni tavsiyangiz kerak edi. Mana masalan tuman hokimiyati dasturga kirgizgan ichimlik suv tarmog'i ma'lum bir mana ko'chada Mingtera ko'chasida ichimlik suv tarmog'ini tortib bersa, ma'lum bir qismida biz ham o'z loyihamiz bo'yicha kirgizilgan ichimlik suv tarmog'ini tortsak bo'ladimi? Tartibi qanday ko'rinishda bo'ladi? Shu to'g'risida bir o'zingizni tavsiyangizni berib o'tishingizni xohlardik. Hisoblaganda qanday hisoblanadi? Shu tartibi to'g'risida bir tushuncha bersangiz yaxshi bo'lardi.
That's a good question. I don't really know how to do that. I think, yes, you can budget whatever the district Hakimiyat is not doing. If they're only doing one street, but you know that 6 other streets need water, then you can do that. Ranojan, are you still online? Are you listening to this discussion? I might need a little help from you, how we actually do that. I mean, it's strange that they're dividing the project. It seems to be really expensive for one actor to do 1 street and another actor to do 5 streets or 3 streets, right? I think that may be something that we need to, Ranujan, you are there.
Yes, I'm connected. So what's the question? I think I missed it. So if Hakimiyat and the project do something in the same village, right?
No, but here's the point. The Hakimiyat is planning to provide water supply to fix the water supply.
Agar ruxsat bersangiz, men tushuntiraman.
To rehabilitate water supply in one street.
Okay,
but there are other streets that also need water supply rehabilitated. Are we doing the other streets then?
Look, so this will work as follows. So first we'll get like a sub-projects or priority areas from the villages. Then Zafar will coordinate with district and the regional Hakimiyats to make sure that it is not included either in any government programs. If it is included and etc., then it will be removed from the project. If it is not, or if it is partially covered, so they can discuss and they will take a decision like who will do what. So it will be after any QDP, so there will be a consultation and coordination with the Hakimiyats, because it is anyway, it is kind of, everything will be considered as a government investment. So either by project or through the district Hakimiyats or regional Hakimiyats. So his next step, yeah, at this stage, facilitator should not worry about that. I mean, it will be the headache of the Zafar to work with the Hakimiyats, I think.
Okay, but they need to share that. They need to tell the villages. They need to tell the MDU.
They should tell something like this, that first we'll decide sub-project, and next step will be that PIU leadership will be working with regional and district Hakimiyats to make sure that if they are covering or not covering any of these sub-projects, and they will, final decision will be coming to village, and it is, by the way, in the poll.
Okay, so has everyone understood this? Namangan, Andijan, and Fergana. Are you, Nargiza, go ahead, please. Yeah, Nargiza and then Andijan. Go ahead.
Bundan kelib chiqqan holda, assalomu alaykum, huzur. Hozir demak biz loyiha doirasida amalga oshiriladigan va o'sha o'tgan safargi yig'ilishimizda aholi tomonidan o'zi belgilangan loyihalarni shunday qoldiramiz, lekin uni hisoblashda, ya'ni o'sha loyihada ajratilayotgan summaga o'sha summa doirasida hisoblanaveradi, ya'ni qisman hokimiyat bajaradi, bajarmaydiga ahamiyat bermaymiz, to'g'rimi?
Так, смотрите, Наргиза, вот там вот эта таблица ваша есть, да, проект, Хакимият, там люди сами. Вы пока вот эту таблицу берете, с людьми поговорили, обсудили, потом людям надо сказать, так, мы к вам вернемся после того, как проект скоординируется с районом и областным хакимиатом, и убедиться, что никакой из этих субпроектов, которые люди выбрали для финансирования через проект, не входят в другие государственные какие-то инвестиционные программы, которые хакимиаты делают. Поэтому окончательный, скажем так, список проектов, субпроектов, которые будут финансировать через этот проект, чуть позже вы объявите обратно населению, скажете, получается так. Просто это нужно сверять и проверять, потому что это общие деньги, общие как бы инвестиции правительства должны проект координировать с хакимятами. Вот так надо объяснять.
Ранопа, у нас, то есть, есть уже информация, что планируется через хакимиат, но сегодня мы должны как бы определить с сообществом, то есть приоритизацию, какой проект как бы первый, какой второй, да?
Смотрите, сделайте так, вы это определяете, первый, второй, третий, четвертый, все это пишите. Хакимяты, да, люди говорят, что вот хакимят нам сказал, иногда бывает, да, хакимят может сказать, но он может не сделать. Люди могут просто как бы слышать и все, на самом деле, может быть, на это финансирование, это же проверяется, есть ли финансирование на это. Может, в каких-то планах есть там на следующий год, или, я не знаю, через год, или в этом году. Это все нужно на бумаге просто документально проверить, сверить надо. Просто так голословно что-то утверждать тоже не нужно. Вы просто пишите, это все пишите, потом ГРП вам сверит, проверит, и сами через хакимат, и даст окончательный список, что будет через проект финансироваться.
Понятно, понятно, хорошо, ладно. Спасибо, все ясно.
Окей.
Andijan? Yeah, okay, that makes sense, Ranujan. Okay, Andijan, is that clear, or do you have any other comments or questions?
Bizga hozircha tushunarli, no agar ruxsat bersangiz kofe breakdan keyin mana shu o'zimning savollarimni bersam. Ruxsatingiz bilan.
Okay, let's do our coffee break. I'll come back in half an hour, have your coffee break. And then we'll raise that question, and then we prepare also. I have a presentation, and then we'll prepare for today's meeting in the afternoon. So enjoy your coffee break and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Okay? Okay. Bye. See you. See you. Bye bye. Bye.
eshitib
Okay, is everyone coming back? Okay. How's everybody doing? Can we get Fergana and Namangan back? Okay. Okay, I think we left when there was a question from Andijan. Let's answer that and then we move into the presentation that I was going to give you. Andijan, there was someone had a question. Okay. You guys better wear your masks. Okay. By the way, I wanted to tell you, I heard that in GSAC, some of our facilitators, the government facilitators, got COVID, and some of the people in the villages have COVID. So this makes it really, really, really important that we follow this this masking and distancing, because we're now talking Delta variant, this India variant, right? And people can get really, really sick. So it spreads very fast. Okay, is there any question from Andijan? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, go ahead, please. Yep.
Assalomu alaykum Brigita xonim. Biz savolimiz shundan iboratki, hozir tanlangan sub loyihalardan bizda soni ko'pda, hozir 9 tachamikin sub loyihamiz bor. Shulardan nechtasini tanlab olamiz asosiy qilib?
Okay, I don't understand the question. Can you repeat the question, please?
Peru.
No, okay, so it entirely depends on the community, right? To one community, drinking water may be the most important projects. To another, it may be a school, and to another, it may be asphalting of roads. You're right. It all depends on the community. Another, it may be a kindergarten. Another, it may be a health post. So it entirely depends on the community and the analysis. You can't really say which is the most important. It depends on the community. That's why we have a menu.
Bo'ldi, tushunarli, rahmat.
Okay?
Rahmat.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for asking the question. Okay, you guys, we are on the last leg of our work. Sharukjan, if you are there, would you kindly put up the presentation I emailed to the PRU? Sharukjan, can I hear you? Hello, can you acknowledge?
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
I'm checking the email. Just
Yeah.
a second.
Okay, and if you can put it up for me, that would be great. Thank you, Sharukjan.
Brigitte, just to clarify, is it share QDP?
Yeah. That's it. The one I sent to you just a little while ago. I mean, some time ago. Okay, so I have prepared some slides for today because it just helps us to have a discussion. It's not much different from what you have been reading, but it helps to have a discussion. Today's activities: share the QDP, how to share the QDP with communities. You'll work with the MDU, how to share. You're going to train the CPM, and we're going to have the MDU workshop number 2. Okay? Okay, go ahead, Sharukjan. Next. Okay, how to share the QDP with residents. Here the objective is share. Oops. Okay, here the objective is share the QDP and get feedback from local residents from each street. Share the QDP and get, now you don't have an annex about this. You need to take note, write it down. I will write the annex next week. I don't know why we don't have this one, but basically you have to take really good notes right now. Okay, you guys? So the objective is to share the QDP. MDU members and youth will share the QDP with residents from each streets and get their feedback. Okay? And this is what they do. The MDU agrees on a day and time, that one day and a time for each street. And in that one day, all the posters should be there. And in the middle of all the posters should be the QDP. Okay. And street number 1 and 2 will come from a window of 2 hours. And the MDU members from that street should be in that venue at that time. And then the next streets come from 10 to noon, and those MDU members will be there and youth. And the next street comes from 12 to 2, and those MDU members will be there, okay? The MDU has to prepare the venue, put all the posters, share the financial allocation. There should be a poster that explains per capita money that the village will receive, adding it up to show the total amount. And you need to put and all the maps and well-being analysis and everything. There should be boxes for feedback, and they should prepare for the discussion. Then the MDU members invite each street resident to attend, telling them what time they should attend. And then the MDU holds the meetings with every 2 hours, different MDU members in different streets. Okay, does that make sense? Can I ask someone to explain this in local language? Who would like to come forward and explain this in local language. My friends in Andijan, anyone willing to come forward? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Assalomu alaykum. Brigita xonim, meni bizni tushunishimiz bo'yicha, demak, hozir mana shu QDP bo'yicha qilingan, shu paytgacha qilingan barcha ma'lumotlarni umumlashtirib, o'sha vaqtincha mahalla taraqqiyot guruhi to'planadigan, barcha uchun qulay joyda u narsalar qo'yiladi va u narsa e'lon qilinadi. Hozir biz bu yerda qilishimiz kerak bo'lgan asosiy narsa ushbu ma'lumotlar bilan, ya'ni biz qilgan ishlar va ushbu loyiha doirasida mahalla uchun kerak bo'lgan eng asosiy, misol infratuzilma obyektini aniqlab olish va buni eng asosiysi bahamjihatlikda hammasini ishtirokida misol katta kontingent bilan ularni ovozi bilan aniqlashtirib olish. Shu uchun ko'chalar kesimida, pandemiyani hisobga olingan holda ko'chalar kesimida imkon qadar bularni kelishini ta'minlashimiz so'raladi. Misol o'sha nechta ko'cha bo'ladigan bo'lsa ham, o'sha ma'lum bir vaqt davomida o'sha ko'chadan vakillar kelib, ya'ni aholi kelib, o'sha bizi taqdimotlar, posterlar, boshqadagi ma'lumotlar bilan tanishib va o'zlariga kerak bo'lgan, o'zlari xohlaydigan infratuzilma obyektini aniqlab, o'sha biz tomonimizdan tayinlangan qutichalarga o'zini, misol qog'ozini, ya'ni qastirmonida ovozini tashlab o'tish kerak, agar men to'g'ri tushungan bo'lsam.
Okay, so let me explain it again. You got most of it right. Most of it you are right. So first of all, you are going to go today and you're going to make the adjustment based on the district hakimiyat if you need to change anything in the columns, right? So there's a column in the QDP called RIDP, and a column is the district or regional hakimiyats, right? Just make sure that this is correct, that you are taking things out of the RIDP if they need to go to the other column. That will be your QDP. When you finish that, that's your QDP. There's no discussion about what project or anything. That will be posted along with all the materials. The MDU members, so let's say you are a resident, I'm an MDU member. I would say, oh, we have been working for the last 3 weeks and we have been analyzing in the map who has electricity, who has water, who doesn't. Here's the water table. Look who has electricity. These people have issues with the school. Here's the education analysis. You explain everything. And then you tell them, look, here is based on all this work. These are the projects we prioritize for RIDP. These are the projects we prioritize for the district and regional hakimiyats, for the Kishlok Obaid program, whatever it is, right? And here's what we do on our own. We would like to get your feedback. You are not asking them to vote or anything. You are asking them to give you, some people might say, oh, that's great. I don't have any feedback. This is great. You are doing a great job. We really want all the projects you have decided. Thank you, we're happy. And some people might say, no. We think you need to add, the first priority should be a different priority than you have put. They put a note in the box, okay? So basically, then when it's all finished at the next day, at the end of the whole day, the next day the MDU opens all the comments and sees what are the general comments. Are people agreeing or are they not agreeing? What do people want to change? And then they have a discussion about what should be changed or not changed. That's the process.
Men bitta narsaga savol bermoqchiman, Brigita xonim. Balki men tushunmagandirman, bu men bo'lishi mumkin. Xo'p, bugun bordik. Demak, biz bugun o'sha ustunlar bo'yicha o'shanga biz qo'shimcha izohlarni shakllantirgani boramizmi? Tushuntira oldimmi? Mana misol bizda o'sha 3 ta ustun bo'ldi. Biz o'shanga qo'shimcha yana fikr olgani boramiz. Shunday? Yana bitta savolim. Xo'p, mana misol bizda 2200
Look, you have a draft QDP right now. You have a draft QDP. That draft QDP, you already went yesterday to the government office and they told you, oh, we are planning to build A, B, C. Now you need to change that QDP to reflect that, okay? And then that's your semi-final QDP. Okay, you don't need to keep discussing the QDP. The MDU has made a decision. These are priority number 1, 2, 3 for RIDP. Okay, this is why you have an MDU. You can't keep talking and talking and talking. Okay, we've done our analysis. Now the QDP has been drafted, first draft. Now you're changing the first draft based on the district government input. Okay. And that is your second draft of the QDP. That is a draft. Now you're getting the feedback from the community, and that should be your final draft.
Brigita xonim, unda yakuniy misol qishloq uchun kerak bo'lgan ustuvor loyiha qachon aniqlanadi?
So you have a draft number 1 is finished. Today you are changing based on the district government, and that makes it draft number 2. Then you're going to take draft number 2 to share with all the residents, and they're telling you yes, 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 or no, no, no. Then you have to count what they're saying. Are there just 5 people opposing what you have put, or are there 50 people opposing, right? Based on what the community feedback, you are making draft 3. Draft 3 then needs to go to Zafar, right? To Zafar Sab, the government PIU, and they will then tell you what is the final draft based on what other government entities are doing. Does that make sense?
Tushundim. Yana bitta oxirgi savolim. Hop, misol bizda 2200
Please go ahead.
2200 dan ortiq aholi vakillari bor. Misol biz ishlayotgan MFEda. Misol bu hozir fikrlarni sortirovka qilish, fikrlarni aniqlash, takliflarni aniqlash jarayonida misol qanaqadir bir minimalniy kontingent yo'qmi bizga qo'yiladigan talab? Misol 2200 tadan qanchadir qismi qatnashsa deyilgan band yoki tavsiyangiz bo'ladigan bo'lsa?
No. First of all, no. Look, listen to me. First of all, yes, you're doing a per capita calculation, but that's the only time you're thinking of people. You should always be thinking of households, okay? Otherwise, this project becomes totally unmanageable, okay? You cannot think of thousands of people. You need to think of households, okay? That is a unit, the basic unit of organization in your country, in every country. People live as a household, right? So what I'm saying to you is, you only need, yeah? So basically, look, you need to make sure that there is a public announcement that makes sure that people know, if I live in street number 1, I need to know that between 8 and 10, I can go to the college, for example, I'm just saying the college, right? Or the gym to see the work and to see the QDP. If I come, that's great. If I don't come, the work doesn't stop because I don't go there. Okay? So basically, trust me on this. Don't make it so complicated. You are making it too complicated right now. Believe me, people will come. They will want to see, and you will get feedback. You will not get 100%. This is why we have a representation system. Every MDU member represents their street, okay? So stop thinking about people, think about households, make sure that the MDU members inform everyone in their street that they will hold a meeting from 8 to 10 for street number 1 and 2, and that that people from all the households are welcome to come to the meeting, to see the plan and to ask questions. If there's nobody who comes, no problem. That's why we have an MDU. If people come, that's great, and they give their feedback, okay? We cannot be held hostage to people not showing up to a meeting, okay? We need to start working and provide people services. Okay?
Uzr, to'g'risi menimcha tushungandek bo'ldim, lekin albatta savol beraman, chunki balki bosqichma-bosqich tushunib yetaman.
I don't understand what the problem is. I really don't understand the problem. What is the issue? I don't understand. What is so hard to understand? It's so easy. You take all the materials, you put them in a hall, you invite people to come based on street 1, 2, blah, blah, blah. You ask them to give you feedback, and that's it. I don't understand. What's the issue?
Bo'ldi, endi tushundim. Tushundim. Rahmat.
I just don't understand. And people are asking, what is the duration? The duration is 1 day. You take 1 day a week. You can do it Sunday, 1 day a week. I just put the duration there. Every street gets 2 hours. Okay? Every street has 2 hours to send their households. I don't know why this is so difficult for you guys. This is a really easy thing. Any other questions? Go ahead, just ask your question.
Brigitta xonim, uzr so'rayman. Ha deb ro'paringizga chiqayman, lekin jamoa nomidan yana bir savol bor. Siz aytgan narsalarni biz bugun borib qilmaymiz, to'g'rimi? Bugun borib shularni muhokama qilib, haftani bitta kunida belgilab shu narsani amalga oshiramiz. Misol, indinga yoki bironta kuni, to'g'rimi?
Look, you don't even have to be there. Oh my God. You are just explaining this to the MDU. You are explaining to the MDU how to do this. You don't have to be in the village. This is not about you. This is about the MDU sharing their work with the community. You are not going to be in this meeting. This is not your meeting. This meeting has nothing to do with you. You are teaching the MDU how to conduct this day, this meeting, so that they can get the feedback, okay? So you can ask the MDU, what is the best day of the week to have this meeting? Is it on a Sunday? Is it on a Monday? Is it on a Friday? When is the best day to hold this meeting? And that's when they schedule the meeting. One day, the whole hall has all the photos, everything, and people come at different times, okay? Okay, right? So today, go ahead. Monojot, is that Monojot? Yeah, Monojot, you have seen this, right? We have done this before. This is not complicated. Please explain this. Oof.
Shunday, demak, o'sha MTG a'zolariga tushuntiriladi, что mana shu ular tomonidan o'sha vakil bo'lib ishtirok etib tanlangan sub loyihalarga qolgan aholi ham rozimi? Fikrini bildirish kerak. Masalan, 1-darajali, 2-darajali, 3-darajali qilib belgilab olishgan muhimligiga qarab. Hamma shu fikrga to'liq qo'shiladimi? Biz xalqning fikrini ham bilishimiz kerak. Chunki bu yerda butun xalq ishtirok etmadi, faqat bir nechta vakillar bilan ishladi. Bu birinchi masala. Endi biz Jizzaxda shunaqa o'tkazganmizki, Jizzaxda Brigitta xonim ham biladi, qishloqlarning orasidagi masofa juda katta edi. 5 kilometrdan 15-13 kilometrgacha bo'lgan qishloqlar ham bor edi. Shu sababdan biz korobkalar sonini o'sha ovoz berish uchun ko'proq qilgandikda o'sha 15 kilometr uzoqdan kelgan MTG vakillariga korobka berib, bitta o'sha posterdan yana bitta namuna berib, o'zini qishlog'ida o'zi o'tkazishiga imkoniyat yaratib bergandik. Chunki odamlarni o'z fikrini bildirish uchungina 15 kilometr o'sha qishloqdagi masalan mahalla fuqarolar yig'ini idorasiga kelib ketishi noreal bir holat edi. O'shaning uchun odamlarning fikrini ko'proq o'rganish bir joyda tashkil ham qilgandik. Kitob hamma bitta joyga uzoqdan qatnamaslik uchun.
Yeah, but this is not the issue here. This is not the issue here. You don't have 13-kilometer distance, right? So you're holding the meeting in a central place. People don't have to vote. They just give their feedback, okay?
Bitta qandaydir hammaga qulay bo'lgan joy markaz tanlansa, hamma kelib o'sha yerda o'z fikrini bildirib ketishi mumkin. Faqat ko'chadan kelgan vakillar o'sha o'zini ko'chasida yashovchi aholiga shu narsani tushuntirib, borib qatnashib, fikrini bildirib kelishni iltimos qilish kerak.
Majid opa, bitta narsani hozir aniqlashtirib olaylik. Bu loyihalarga ovoz berilmaydi, faqatgina mana shu loyihada belgilanayotgan narsalarga o'zini munosabatini bildirib, fikrini yozadi. O'sha korobkalarga shu fikrlar to'planadi, to'g'rimi?
No, it's not. No one is voting. I don't know where the term voting comes from. They're not voting. They're just giving their feedback. This is why we have a representative system. So we don't have to vote on the projects. So right now, there's no voting happening. They're basically what you're doing is you're giving people the opportunity to give feedback. Please understand one thing. You really need to believe in the process. We have done all this analysis, okay? This analysis is not coming from the sky. The analysis is mapping the real community. It's putting the health analysis, all the issues are real. The MDU members, you have seen that they have selected projects based on the analysis, right? They're not choosing water for no reason. They're choosing water because people need water, right? So please have some trust in the process, right? You will find that you will not see big objections to this approach, right? The point is that we're transparent. This is about transparency and giving people an opportunity to say, well, maybe we should do this first and this second. That's fine, right? But just trust in your process. We don't need to have a vote. We don't have a way to vote because we cannot mobilize people in COVID times to vote, right? If you have a vote, you need to have a lot of people voting. Otherwise, the vote is meaningless. So we're not having a vote because it's COVID, but we're allowing people to give feedback. That's the point, okay? Is that clear now? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Andijan, Fergana, is everyone clear on this? Yeah? Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Now, so this is it. I hope you've taken notes of this. Okay. Now let's go to the next slide. Shahrukh John, can you go to the next slide, please? Okay. So all of you have forgotten, or you couldn't because you were running out of time yesterday, remember? You didn't do translating the milestones into the activities, okay? So I need you to go back to the QDP annex, okay? Use the annex that you were using for the field yesterday and read it and do this last activity. Review the milestones, break down the milestones into activities, and assign the activities to MDU members. So one thing you need to do today in your preparation is review the activity, right? Review activity number 8. Activity number 8 in annex number 10. I need you to read later or to review activity number 8 in annex 10. It's not difficult. So this is one other work you have to do in the village today. Shahrukh, go ahead, please. And then you are doing the capacity building, which is another annex, which is annex number 15. Annex number 15, you need to review the roles and responsibilities. They're already in the village. They're in the poster from day one. The MDU roles and responsibilities, you need to review them. There's already a poster in the community. Then you need to review the vision, milestones, and activities, right? With the MDU, you need to give them time to review. Then you need to ask for the volunteer. Then you need to, the people who've been assigned, right, on the activities need to make an action plan. How are they going to do this work? So in the earlier slide, you have assigned activities. Now the activities are put into an action plan. So you just read, basically you have to read Annex 15. Okay, can you go to the next slide, Shahrukh? Okay. You are also going to have the MDU plan their meetings. The MDU needs to plan their meetings, right? And you have these questions. There are questions in Annex 15. You need to give those questions to the MDU, okay? And to write a poster that answers the questions, and then to present those answers, okay? Give them the questions in this annex and ask them to answer the questions in group work. Ask them to do group work and to write posters, okay? Next, Shahrukh, parts, yeah, go to the next slide, please. Okay. You are also going to discuss with them what will be the content and structures of their meetings to report on progress, right? If they're going to take responsibility, they will have to have meetings every so often, right? Like maybe every 2 weeks, they should have meetings and they should be discussing their progress, the challenges they face, and the solution to the challenges and the support they need. Nargisa, are you having a question? Please come and sit down and ask it.
Просто man nimaga yaqinroq o'tirib oldim. Inglizchasini ham o'qib yaxshiroq tushunib olish uchun.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Right, so you're working with them on the meeting structure. This is the last part of the MDU capacity building 2. Okay? Shahrukh, next. Okay, you are also doing the CPM training today, and I'm not sure you have the forms. distributed. Monojat Moradova, did you guys distribute the forms, form number 1 to the CPM team? Do you have the form that for the staff to take with them? Form number 1, the CPM form. Can you print it out so that they can take it, please? Everyone.
Yo'q, bizda bir shakl yo'q. Forma u. Birinchi forma.
Okay. But could you not print it? And it's a 1-page form, I believe. Yeah, it's 1 page. And could you not print it and give it to everyone today? If you, it's fine. If you can't do it,
Qanaqa forma edi? Eslolmayapman. Shakllarimiz ichida bormidi?
oh, okay. I can find the form. Yeah, it's the CPM forms. I will find it for you. No problem. Let me have a quick look.
Bu 14 ilovada 5 ta shakl bor ekan, ana shu. Nima jamoatchilik monitoringi uchun. Biz ham shunaqa so'ramoqchi edik. Bizda ham yo'q bu narsa.
Yeah, but you're only using the first one. You're only using form number 1. Okay? Not 5. You're using 1 form today. Okay, I will try to find this form for you. Okay, I think I have it. Okay. I'll give you the number. It's form number CPM. It's called 3.12, Monojot. The form is called 3.12, the form. Okay.
Bo'ldi, tushundim. Uchuvniki shakl bizda bor.
I'm sorry, it's not 1 page. It's actually 3 pages. Do you think you guys can manage to get that form ready, Monojot? But for Andijan and Fergana as well? Can it be made?
Qatnashmalar bor. Komandalarda ham bor. Komandalar sizlarga biz list of forms berganmiz.
Okay. Okay. So this is the form you'll be taking. So this is what you're doing today. You're reviewing the roles and responsibilities. I have put them here. They're also in your training materials. And you will bring form 1 and explain it. And then you will answer questions and you can help them to complete this form. Okay? If you don't manage to do this today, it's fine. You can do it another time and we can discuss it in a subsequent training. But you do need to do everything else besides this. I hope you can do this, but you need to do all the other work that I have outlined. Okay? Okay. Now, I want to give you about an hour and 20 minutes time to actually practice and do mock sessions and to work this out. And then I will come back at 12:30 and I will answer any of your questions. I think you have more questions when you've tried to actually do it. So I'd like you to try to facilitate all these sessions, including where you share with the MDU how to conduct the workshop and the MDU capacity building and the CPM. Okay, and I will come back to you in 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, so I will see you soon. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Namangan is okay.
Tushunarli Namangan uchun rahmat.
Okay. And Fargana is okay. Okay. So I will come back soon.
Farg'onaga ham tushunarli.
Okay. Okay, so I will come back soon and I will check with you guys. Okay. See you soon.
30,
37,
hop,
12,
hop,
12,
hop.
00, 18.
hop.
Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, we are just waiting for Fergana to turn on their cameras. Okay. Did all of you practice all the stuff you were supposed to do? Try to do mock sessions? Okay. Can I see who's facilitating in Namangan? Who will be facilitating? Can you show me who that is? Namangan, who will be facilitating? Okay, thank you. And that's fine, thank you. And in Andizan? Who will be, okay. And in Fergana? Who is it? Let me see Fergana. Okay, who's putting up this presentation? Shahrukh, are you putting up the presentation?
Yes, Brigitte, this is where we stopped at the last
Okay,
slide.
Yeah, I don't need it. Can you please take it out?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
not
you.
doing it. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Now, I think there was some questions about finalizing the sub-project. So you're not finalizing sub-projects today. You can certainly have a discussion with the MDU about prioritizing number, you know, in the RIDP column of the CDP, you could prioritize. So for instance, we know some people will have drinking water as number one, right? And then they should prioritize what comes next. Now, the issue is that you will need the engineers to actually do a little bit of work to see the cost analysis. Can they only do water? Can they do water plus one? Or, you know, what's going on? But you should definitely try today to work with the MDU and prioritize based on what you've already read. How the, you know, what is the biggest issue, the biggest gap in the village that will provide benefits to most of the people, right? And you've all done all this analysis. It shouldn't be difficult to prioritize number 1, 2, 3, what will be the RIDP projects. Is that clear? Hello? Can I get some, is that clear? Yeah, okay, thank you, Andijan. Fergana, yeah, good, okay. Okay, okay, great. Do you guys have any questions? Any questions on the work you have to do? If you don't get the CPM work done, don't worry, but please do all the other work, which is the activities for the QDP and the capacity building of the MDU, and explaining how they will share the QDP with the residents of each street. Those is the work you really should try to get done. We can do the CPM later. It's not the most important today, okay? Do you have any questions before I let you? Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead, Andijan.
Assalomu alaykum Brigitte xonim. Hozir masalan bizning qishloqda aniqlab olingan kamchiliklar bor. Bo'shliqlarimiz deb atayapmiz. Misol uchun oq va suvga ajratilgan pulni boring yana bizda 3 milliard bo'ladigan bo'lsa 2,5 milliard sarflandi. Ikkinchi o'rinda qilinadigan muhim obyekt masalan medpunkt bo'ladigan bo'lsa unga yetmayapti. Pulimiz ajratilgan mablag' yetmayapti. Undan keyin ichki yo'lga kelyapmiz. Ichki yo'l yetadigan bo'lsa faqat ichki yo'l qilib beriladi xolosmi yoki undan keyingilari qolib ketib qoladi-ku. Shuni bir aniqlik kiritmoqchi edim. Qolgan kamchiliklarimiz.
Okay, I get the question. Yeah. Okay, So my suggestion is, so if you know number one priority is irrigation, right? Number one priority is irrigation, but this will cost you 2.5 billion soms, right? And then you have 500 million som left, right? You have leftover money. Now, this is why the engineers are so important. The engineers have to figure out what is the next project they wanted. Okay, wait, oh, that requires 2 billion, so no, out. What is the next project? Oh, we could asphalt some streets, or we could build some electricity poles, right? So you need to make the best use of that money, right? So you can't build irrigation plus a kindergarten or a clinic, but you can build irrigation plus you can maybe asphalt or gravel some key roads. Basically, you want to spend the $3 billion, all of it, every penny, but you want to make sure you meet at least the top priority, and then you go down the list of what is affordable based on the money that's left. Does that make sense?
Rahmat, tushunarli.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. If there are no questions, then I'm letting you go so that you can, get ready. I think all of your appointments today are a little bit earlier. Most of you have appointments in the village at 3 p.m. and some and I think one has at 4. So all of you probably need to leave pretty soon after lunch. So you eat your lunch from 1 to 2, and I think then you get your materials and that you need, and then you go, right? So I'm going to let you go. I will meet you tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Please start your presentations. Or maybe I will meet you at 9 and let you just quickly make your poster presentations. And then we work, and then we close the meeting tomorrow morning. We close the meeting as soon as we can tomorrow. We'll also do an evaluation of the workshop. Basically, we have a bit of work to do tomorrow, okay? If there are any more questions, Monojot Moradova is in Namangan. So if there are any questions, you can contact her and ask her to text me if she doesn't have the answer. But basically, I always have my phone next to me. So when you get stuck and you have a question in the village, you can always text me and I'll wake up and I will reply to you. If that's not all, then I will leave you, wishing you a very nice visit to the village. Okay, I think we have another question here, maybe. Yes, hang on a second, you guys. Is there a question from Fergana? Okay, go ahead, please, Fergana.
Maslahatingiz kerak edi. Paketligini belgilab bugungi uchrashuvdagi birinchi borib qiladigan birinchi jarayonimiz o'sha loyihani taxminiy muhimligini aniqlash va qiymatini bilib aniqlash. Ikkinchi qiladigan ishimiz o'sha loyihalarni harakatga ajratish.
Stop. There is no way that you can do a cost analysis today. You are not doing a cost analysis today. Today, you are prioritizing what the MDU would like to prioritize. You are making it clear to them that this is not the final list, that you still have to do the calculations, how much money things will cost. The engineers cannot do the cost analysis in one afternoon. This will take walking around, the water system will take considerable time for engineers to figure out a cost analysis. This cannot be done in 2-hour, 3-hour visits, okay? You will need to have the MDU walk you very far through all the different places and see what is the best way to actually run the water or the irrigation. This is not some small thing, okay? You are not doing any cost analysis today. You are prioritizing with the MDU and you keep reminding them The prioritization will depend on the engineer's analysis later on what can be funded. Okay? Nobody told you to do a cost analysis today. What I said is that you need to explain to village that there will be a cost analysis, but not today. Okay? Okay, go ahead. Continue, please, Fargana, with your question.
Rahmat, tushunarli bo'ldi. Ikkinchisi loyihalarni harakatga ajratish. Uchinchisi loyihaga aholini munosabatini to'plash. Feedback. To'rtinchisi jamoat monitoringi bilan ishlash.
No, stop. No, stop. You are not collecting feedback today. You are, oh my God, you are sharing with the MDU how to collect feedback. You are not collecting feedback. I don't understand. What is going on with you guys today? I just went through all that. We just discussed it. You are actually helping the MDU understand and think about how they will connect the feedback from the community. Look. Okay.
Tushunarli.
But I don't understand. Why are you asking me questions that we've already said you are not going to do? You are now telling me we're doing that. You are not having the workshop where village people come and give their feedback today. You are helping MDU plan that workshop. Okay?
Hello, Brigitte.
Rahmat Brigitte xonim. Biz hozir tushuntirayotganimizda noto'g'ri tushuntirdik. To'g'ri, biz bugun to'plamaymiz. Faqatgina mana shu jarayonni qanday bo'lishi haqida va haligi soatlarini belgilagan holda jadval tuzishda qanday qilinishini tushuntiramiz xolos. Shuni demoqchi edik. Ya'ni MTG vakillari bilan bugun ishlaymiz. Lekin o'zimiz ko'chalarda yurmaymiz. Faqat shu mana shu harakatni ham amalga oshiramiz bugun. To'g'rimi? Shuni aytmoqchiman xolos.
Nargiz opa, menda yana bitta savol bor Brigitte xonimga.
You will explain to, yes, you will explain, that's right, Nargiza Jan. You will explain to the MDU members today how they, the MDU members and youth, how they will conduct the meeting, a one-day meeting in the village where at different times of the day, each street can come and provide their feedback to the QDP that will be posted in one place. That's correct. That's what you're doing, right?
Brigitte, keyin bu jarayonni o'zi qachon bo'ladi? Qachonga mo'ljallagansiz?
Tushunarli.
Dushanba kunmi?
I've already told them this meeting has nothing to do with the staff. This meeting is the MDU meeting. The MDU will organize that meeting when it's suitable to village people. We did this already in Sirdaria and Jizak, and you were not in that meeting. That meeting was purely conducted by MDU members with residents coming. This is not about you. This is about MDU sharing their work with the rest of the village and getting feedback. So it doesn't matter when this meeting is. This meeting should be conducted within the next 7-8 days, whenever it's suitable in the village. Okay?
Brigitte, it's Najat. Yes, I think we got it, and I got it now. Okay, today will be capacity building on how to collect community feedback to MDU members and plus CPM members.
No.
Okay,
no.
No,
Sorry.
okay. MDU members only.
Wait, let's not confuse things. I've just been through this. Like, I think I've said the same thing probably 5 times now. So basically, you're going to, there's going to be, you're going to explain to MDU how to collect the feedback. That's number one. That's right. How to do a one-day workshop, you know, where people come and collect feedback. One. The other is you will build capacity of the MDU, how to take responsibility for the QDP to, right? What are they going to do? They're going to make an action plan. They're going to plan their future meetings. How often are they going to meet? What are they going to discuss in those meetings, right? We discussed all this. This was all, this is in the annex that you were supposed to read, called Annex 15. This is in Annex.
Right. Yes. Annex 15. This is, and from the first capacity building also, how to organize the meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. Yes. Then, do you have any idea on when we should? Okay. Let me ask with another point. Okay, when we should start preparation for not we, just MDU members should start preparation for community feedback. Then do we have the process in Fergana the related with boxes collecting with the help of MDU members?
Look,
I'm going to identify the process when we identify the first, second, third sub-project for the project, according to the community opinion.
Look, okay, this is, okay, I'm going again, one more time, after all the times I've already done this today, okay? You are asking the MDU to first prioritize. The MDU is going to prioritize, okay? And then the MDU will share the QDP where they have prioritized how the money will be spent with the community, and the community will give its feedback. Okay, the community will write on pieces of paper and put it in boxes. Yes, we agree, or we suggest to prioritize this, right? The community by each street will give their feedback. So you can have the streets boxes organized into streets. I mean, I leave it to you how you do it, right? But basically today, the MDU is going to use the analysis to prioritize what should be provided, okay? We know that you have this water list. I mean, we've done all this analysis. The prioritization needs to be based on the analysis. How many people will benefit? How many people need water? If only one street needs water, right? Or 50 households scattered out of 900, then water is not #1 priority, right? But if 900 people or 500 people need water out of 900 households, then that will become the priority, right? So basically the MDU today will prioritize, then they will share their prioritization in the workshop with the residents when they come and get their feedback. And then they'll have another meeting. The MDU will review that feedback, and based on the feedback, they either stick with their prioritization or they make changes. And that meeting can be facilitated by you when they actually open the boxes and review the feedback. Okay? Is that okay? Manojot, does that clarify this?
Yes, now pretty clear everything. Then can I ask about when it will be? Okay, on Monday, I think.
No, what will be on Monday?
Today only training. I got it. Yes, today only training for MDU.
That's right. And then the MDU will organize their own meeting. You don't have to be there. Our staff does not have to be in the meeting where the MDU is sharing the plan. That is a village affair. when the sharing is finished, you can organize a meeting and review people's opinions and help the MDU to fix the plan based on the feedback. But you don't need to be in the village while they're holding this workshop, right? It'll be
Right.
yeah.
It is written two weeks in our annex, but in Juzak, we give them 2 days actually.
Because we're in training, Monojot, we are in training, right? We're adapting our work to training, okay? So that's why you're not, we gave only 2 days, okay? Basically, give them a week to do it. Give them 1 week to organize the workshop. You can say between now and next Friday, they should have done this workshop. Or between now and next Sunday, they should do this workshop. Give them some time to organize it. It should be only a 1-day workshop. You don't want to make this into a very every day, right? Because MDU members are also busy people. So they may decide that Sunday is the best day for them to each give 2 hours to their streets to explain. The workshop, showing all the materials and all the work should only take 1 day, with hours assigned for each street, so that the MDU members don't have to go every single day and explain this over and over and over. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay.
Komandali tushundi deb o'ylayman. Tushundinglarmi? Mana shu proses qanaqa bo'lishiga bir hafta srokni o'zingizlarga belgilab olinglar. Iltimos, bugungi treningdan keyin aholiga berish kerak bo'lgan muddat. Nargiz opa, o'ylaymanki, shu kelishib oldik mana shu masala bilan.
Bu narsa tushunarli. Ya'ni MTG mana shu ma'lumotlarni, ya'ni aholi munosabatini o'zi to'playdi ma'lum bir vaqt ichida va to'plab bo'lgandan keyin
bir hafta ichida, bir hafta.
Yes.
Qanchadir muddat ichida to'playdi. Keyin tayyor bo'lganda biz ular bilan kelishgan holda bu haqida gaplashamizmi, uchrashamizmi, to'g'rimi?
Ha, ularga lekin analizlarni xulosasini olib borib, mana bugungi majlisga olib borib, yopiqroq joyda tashab kelish kerak xayolim. Shunaqa deb o'yladim.
Bo'ldi. Bu narsa tushunarli. Yana bitta so'raydigan narsam.
Yes, make sure you hey, listen you guys, make sure you take photos. You have photos of every poster, please. Make sure you walk away. You leave the posters in the village, but you need to have photos of everything, please.
Yordam bo'lishi uchun iloji bo'lsa o'sha korobkani ham ularga tayyorlab bersanglar, u tashab kelinadi-da keyin. Ular qilib o'tirishmasin, o'zi agar komanda tayyorlash imkoni bo'lsa, o'shani posterlar bilan birga korobkani ham shunday tashab kelinar ekanda, shu bugun. Yana telefonda gaplashamiz hali.
Narsa tushunarli, rahmat. Bizda yana bitta harakat bor, menimcha, mana bu jamoatchilik monitoringi bilan bugun ishlaymizmi yoki yo'qmi? Shuni so'ramoqchi edim.
This is Annex 14, I
think. If you
have
the forms, you need Form 1. So this is my point. You need, if you have time and you have Form 1, yes. If you don't have time, we can work on it in our next training session and we can do it another time. This is not that urgent right now. Right now, the most important is you get this QDP shared, you get the activities that for the QDP organized, and you get assigned MDU members for each activity, and they know how to conduct their meetings. That's the most important. If you want, we can do CPM later. I think it's too much. I'm starting to think that you should just focus on MDU today and then QDP and the capacity building part 2, Monojot. I think we should review the forms together. You guys were not in the meeting, so we couldn't project the forms, Monojot John. I think let's just focus on this right now and get it done nicely. Okay?
I think, yes, this is a very good suggestion. Thank you. Yes, about forms, I'm not sure. I should check this one. And please, only Annex 15 today. Thank you.
As well as the QDP sharing. Okay. Now we have another.
Yes, right.
Thank you, Monojot. We have another question from Andijan. Go ahead, Andijan. Your microphone is off. You need to undo your microphone. Yeah.
Assalomu alaykum Brigitta xonim. Biz hozir shu muzokaralar jarayonida shuni yana aniqlashtirib olmoqchi edikki, bizda berilgan shakllar asosan 3-4 shakldan berindi. Ishimiz 3-4 shakldan boshlandi. 1-3-2 shakllar ham bor edi. Buni so'raganimizda bizga aytdiki, biz bilishimizcha bizga shuni ma'lum qildiki, u 3-1-3-2 shakllar qachonki biz o'zimiz ana shu bizga berilgan tumanda yurib o'zimiz mahallalarni tanlaganimizdan keyin shu shakllar to'ldiriladi. Bizga hozir tayyor tanlangan ko'cha berildi. Mana misol uchun Qorabog'ishga borishimizni bizga уже tanlab belgilab berildi. Shuning uchun biz bu shakllarni ishlamaymiz hozirda degan.
Brigitta, let me answer the question.
Let me have a quick look at the forms right now. Hang on a second.
This is village selection, DPC establishment and village selection.
Okay.
Hilol opa, savolingiz uchun let me answer the question.
Please do.
Please. Yeah. Hilol opa, to'g'ri aytyapsiz. Hozir o'sha bizani POMda loyihani amalga oshirish qo'llanmamizda mana shu formalar berilgan, qishloq tanlash, ranjирование, tuman loyiha qo'mitasini tuzish kabi mana shunga o'xshagan formalar bor. To'g'ri, sizlarda 3 formadan boshlangan. Bu formalar hozir munosib ham onlayn bo'lsalar, ko'rmayapman. Saldan keyin qo'shilib yana tushuntirib beradilar. Bu endigi navbat hozir qishloqlarni ko'rib chiqilyapti. O'sha og'ir deb hisoblangan bizani mezonlarimizga to'g'ri keladigan qishloqlar ko'rib chiqilyapti. Qishloqlar ro'yxati o'sha tayyor bo'lishi bilan beramiz, borib ko'rib o'sha formalarni to'ldirib berishga to'g'ri keladi. Agar nimadir savol bo'lsa, munosib ham bu formalarni to'ldirish bo'yicha professionallar bemalol o'zlariga murojaat qilish mumkin bo'ladi, yo menga yozasizlar. O'sha qishloqlarning ro'yxati уже 1-2 kunda yuboramiz sizlarga. Har bir tumanlar bo'yicha qaysi qishloqlar o'shani tekshirib berib, ko'rib kelish kerak bo'ladi. Bu treningdan mana keyin ozgina dam olishga vaqtlaringiz bo'ladi. O'sha paytda mana shu ishni amalga oshiramiz. Hech qanaqa qiyin tomoni yo'q. Buning uchun alohida trening tashkil etish shart emas. O'zimiz kerak bo'lsa Zoomda gaplashib olamiz. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Monojot, for answering the form question. Is there anything else? Monojot, feel free to call me if you guys get stuck in the village, if you have any questions, right? I have the phone right next to me. So no problem. Are there any other questions? If not, I will let you go to your lunch and, you know, and give you time to after lunch to just get your materials so you can go, okay? Okay. Okay, bye you guys. See you.
Okay.
I wish you a nice visit. Okay, take care.
Thank you, Brigitta. Bye. See you
Bye.
tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock tomorrow,
Yeah.
yes?
See you tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 o'clock's fine.
Okay,
Bye.
okay.
Rahmat, dam oling.
Komandam, sizlarni sog'indim.
Tezda keling.
Ko'rib xursand bo'lib ketdim.
Bo'ldi. Mayli. Ko'rishamiz.
Ilhom aka, siz ham tezroq keling. Biz ham sizni ko'rgimiz keldi. Yozda yetkazib qo'ying, iltimos.
Ular tez ishlab ishni tugataylik.